Alright guys, Kaz here, how you doing? We are now out in the forest and really excited to be here. And behind me is where we're going to establish camp. So I'm going to switch around the camera view and point out exactly where we're going to set up. Alright guys, so here is the camera view and this is basically where we're at. We've got a nice little opening right here and this would be a good center spot. You can see there's some really good coverage from that tree to that tree over here. We might be able to build something, or tomorrow when I scout around, we might move camp just a little bit. But for tonight, this is where we're going to set up. And I've got my hammock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this branch here, and I'm going to set my hammock up from this tree across to that tree. Although, you know, this tree here, I gotta check out this tree and make sure this tree is okay. It does look like a dead tree, but that is plenty rock solid. But anyway, I just want to give you a view. Like I said, I'm going to start a fire right here and just kind of go from there. We might be able to clear out some of that section over there, might build a nice shelter or something. But yeah, this looks pretty good for the night. And so as you can see, it's kind of cloudy and it's about 5:30 right now. So I've got about 2 hours of daylight, so I've got to get busy. But I want to show you my hammock. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that tonight, but I will definitely show you how I set it up. But tonight I'm just worried about getting it up and getting it going. But we'll just go from there. So when camp is all set, I'll come back. It's the Dog Master.
What's up, dude?
What up? Welcome to Casper's Wild 7, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, this is awesome, man. Alright, so this is my UK military grade hammock. It's the Snug Pack jungle hammock with mosquito netting complete as one unit. Like I said, military grade, military specifications. And this is what I'm going to be using this year at Casper's Wild. So it's the first time I've used a hammock, so it's going to be some trial and error the first few days. But once I get it set up, I'll do a review. But I got to get started. So as you saw, Liberty Dog was walking down the trail and we met up and had a awesome to see you moment because it's been a few years. But let's take a look at what Liberty Dog's doing here. He is setting up his area for the night, and he's got his gear over here. And so we're just going to take a look at what he's got. And can you just kind of explain what we're doing here, Liberty Dog?
Just trying to get all the sticks and bumps and uncomfortable stuff out from under where I'll be sleeping at.
And you know, of the two most important things, water is the most important. And honestly, a good night's rest is equally as important. It's equally as important as food because, yes, food regenerates your energy system. But if you don't get a good night's rest, it's almost like going without food in a sense because your body doesn't replenish its energy and its strength. So by doing this, Liberty Dog is doing the right thing. He's making sure he's going to get a good night's rest. Anything you want to add?
No, sir. That about covers it all.
All right, guys. So we're into the night here at Casper's Wild Season 7, the first night. And here we have the campfire. And I just want to show you my setup that I have. I'm done with my setup. I'm going to do a quick review here of how I have it set up so you guys can see it. But here's the campfire that's in front of me. And now I'm going to walk towards my hammock. And here we have it. And so basically this is how it's set up. And what you see inside is my bedding. I have my bedding set up in here. And actually, let me unzip it real quick here. And I'll show you what I have. I've got my sleeping bag. I've got a pillow. And underneath my sleeping bag, I've got my cold barrier. This is a foam cold barrier. I got that in there. And this is the bug nut right here that you see. And basically it's a real simple setup. What I'm really impressed by is the paracord. I honestly didn't think it was going to hold me, but it actually did. And I was really impressed by that. And Super Duty carabiners. They're steel. And I know some people make a fuss about that, but I have experience with these carabiners, and I know that they are test and true. They are fantastic. But I'm going to take a step back and try not to fall into the fire here, just so you get an overview of how this is set up. And I'll show you this again in the morning, but this is just first night. And so here's the hammock set up here. And we got it going from tree to tree. It's a really easy setup. And this is just so we don't trip over it, so we don't snag it with our heads and our hats and so forth. But pretty much straightforward as a hammock would be. I got my tarp over here. That's the only drawback with a hammock, is that you've got to create your own shelter, pretty much. And again, just because it's first night, I threw the tarp up. I do have a fly cover that I can try. I'm going to try that tomorrow as well. But it's a pretty good setup here. I like it. And seems to do pretty well. I've never slept in a hammock before. This is going to be my first night, so I will let you know in the morning if I like it, if I don't like it, if I woke up with a headache, whatever it is that happened through the night. But and going back to the fire here, the tarp actually holds in a lot of the heat that's coming from the campfire. Now tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to start with our bushcraft projects, and we're going to even try and to develop the heat capturing system for my hammock even better. We're going to try to make it even better than it is now, and it's actually pretty decent right now. But I look forward to doing that. But first night, we are here. Liberty Dog, any words?
Nope.
All right, man. We got more people coming tomorrow, so we look forward to them getting here. But first night is a pretty good adventure. We did have some mishaps, but all in all, that's why we're here. We're here to practice now, so we can get it right when stuff hits the fan.